Welcome to the United Racing Network. I am here with my co-host, Rob McDonald. We are sitting in Germany. No, I am not sitting in Daytona right now. I got called in at the last minute, but my vacation starts as soon as we're done here. So I'm excited. I mean, I took that hellaciously fast ride from Daytona to Germany. The pilot,
You go Mach 10?
more like Mach 50. It was fast. I didn't like it. I did not. Don't recommend fast travel airlines. They suck. They didn't even give me peanuts.
Really?
No peanuts.
I mean, when I guess you're traveling that fast, things kind of tend to go haywire a little bit. So
Yep, definitely. GT3 action. So
Yes.
far, it has been the best racing we have broadcasted. Even with the 1/100th of a second finish by JP Alfonso last week.
Yeah. Actually, it was 1/1000th of a second.
Oh,
because
is that what it was?
0.001.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that blows me away. Blows me away. I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's good stuff,
Yeah.
though.
Absolutely. And I mean, each and every week, these guys, bring these cars to the tracks, and it's really fun to watch them. And this track is a lot more technical than the previous two tracks that we've been at. So
Yes. There's even a sharp 180
yeah, it'll
on
be
this
interesting
track.
to see for sure.
Yep. But if you didn't catch us last week for the GT3 race, I do want to show you that finish again. So, Rob, if you don't mind, we're going to go to that replay real quick and just show them the last action, the last lap action between who was it? It was JP Alfonso and who else? I don't remember the second guy.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
Drawing a blank.
My man. Let's just watch it, guys. Let's just watch it. He's trying to figure out what side's going to work, but JP knows that inside line is his best line. McCready is battling. They're side by side coming out of turn 11. They're going to be side by side coming down to the stripe here. This is going to be the checkered flag. Who is going to have it? This side by side, I don't know. I don't know.
Too close to call.
Too close to call. Oh my God.
I
Oh.
believe.
So, Rob, it was Eric McCready that was in there with him. And it was the closest finish I have seen to date. That is the closest finish I have seen to date.
Oh, absolutely.
It was Eric McCready who was the guy involved with him, racing side by side, and they're both going to be battling again tonight.
Yep.
So,
And I mean, currently Eric McCready's holding the second fastest lap. Oh no, actually he's holding. No, he's holding the second fastest lap right now in practice.
it's almost, looking at the timing screen here, it almost looks like identical times from these guys, because JP Alfonso is now on track, but Jose Puig, Eric McCready, and Sean Crooks was holding. Take that back. JP Alfonso is now holding the fastest lap time. So the top three are the three that were battling 5 laps to go in that race last week.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Jose drove it hard in the I think it was turn 7, and ended up spinning. So, we'll see what happens. But let's talk about this track. This track is a great track, in my opinion. I like this track. I've not raced this one particularly, but I've watched a few races here, and it's going to be cool to see what these guys do. Just kind of looking at what kind of lap times they're putting in. They're currently, the last lap is the fastest. I mean, I think, let me look at the track facts here. These track facts are going to be interesting. So in the GT3 series specifically, the fastest time for the GT3 series is 1:38.061, and currently we have somebody that has beat that.
Two people. Puig and JP Alfonso have beaten that.
Yeah, that's crazy. They even look at. But that's the currently fastest lap for for these cars, and that's just it's just crazy to think about. These guys have really worked their tail off this week with practices, and I think we're going to see an awesome race at the end of this thing tonight, just like we did last week. I don't think anybody's going to jump out ahead.
No, I don't believe we're going to see that at all either. So.
Yeah, so just looking at these guys going around the track here, there's a few corners here that we need to look at. So looking at the track map, if you look up to the upper right-hand side of the track map, this track does a complete 180. So you're going one direction, you make a 180, and you head back the other direction. You head back a little southwest there. There's a lot of technical pieces of this track, not a lot of straightaways, so passing is going to be a little bit of an issue. At Monza last week, we had 3 straightaways that people could pass on. Do you think that's going to affect these guys this week here at Hockenheimring?
I don't think it'll really affect them. All I think is they'll have to be more. I guess they'd have to be a little bit more cautious on the turns and have to plan it out really, because I mean with not having those straightaways, it's going to be harder for them for sure. But you'll see a lot of battling in the corners when it comes to it, and people diving down to the inside lines, hitting the perfect apexes, and trying to push the guy out from his line just so that they can get that position. Yeah, hopefully not causing any contact.
Yeah, and we see these guys going around this track. It seems like they've been doing this for years now, because there's not really been any issues getting these turns down. As you see, Jose and JP takes turn 1 perfectly.
Yep.
So, I'm really excited to see what happens tonight. I wouldn't expect him to be here, so I don't have my notes prepared like I would usually for a race like this. But Wikipedia is coming in strong. So this track, the current Grand Prix setting that they have, it's a 2.842 mile track, or 4.5 kilometers long. There's 17. I think they got 17 total turns. Yeah, there's 17 total turns in this track. Most of the turns coming down at the very last bit of the course. Looking here, it opened in 1932, so it's a 90-year-old track, and it currently sits 70,000 people.
And right now, it looks like the stands are packed.
Yeah. I wonder how many people from the States are over here.
Probably not too many.
Probably
well,
not.
You never know.
It's kind of crazy. There's not any hometown boys racing in this one. They're all from the U.S. and Canada.
Yes, sir.
Got to have that maple leaf on the flag, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. We have to. We have to represent in every race.
That's right. Well, what time is it? We got, about 10 minutes till we go to practice or go to qualifying? Or about 5 minutes?
I thought it was a 65-minute practice.
Is it a 65-minute practice?
It is a 65-minute practice with 10-minute qualifying and then a 45-minute time to race.
Okay. Well, we got a little time to talk. So let's talk about last week. Jose would have been the winner last week in that race.
Yes.
In my opinion, he would have won last week. Jose is the number 2 car tonight, as you see him there on track, right behind Alfonso.
Yep.
Now, I think he got a little overzealous in turn 7 last week at Monza, and that's what turned him.
Yep.
Is that going to be a factor tonight? Is he going to get really overzealous in some turns trying to get the win? Or is he going to, wear down them tires? What's going to happen there? Is he going to wear I don't know.
I'm not too sure. And I remember talking to the drivers last week, and they're like, Jose's one of those guys that we have to put pressure on and just hope he makes a mistake. And that's exactly what they did at Monza last week was, they put the pressure on him. They were on him constantly, until, turn 7 when he overdrove the corner. So, are they just going to, hope for the same thing tonight? So it's hard to say.
Looking at this with these guys, as both of them come down to pit road here, it's going to be, kind of crazy to look at with this track because Sean Crooks has stated multiple times this week that this is his track. He loves this track. He said it. I'm thinking Eric said it. These guys are all running in the top 5 right now. So I'm thinking that we don't put our money on any of the front 4 guys, and let's pull for somebody in the back because Mike Ware is in this race tonight. And I think he's going to be a top contender because he had a great win at Road Atlanta. And Road Atlanta and Hockenheimring kind of has the same amount of turn, or kind of have the same style of turns tonight.
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, we did have some mishaps in Road Atlanta, so I think that may have played into a lot of his success there because he didn't have to worry about the guys behind him. But I know he is a strong contender, and he is he's very fast on the track.
Yep.
But currently sitting about 6 seconds back from the leaders in their lap times. Oh no, sorry, second back. My apologies.
Yeah.
So it'll be hard. It's hard to say, to be honest.
Yeah. As you see his top time right now, his best time is 1:38.63, and the leader is sitting at 1:37.86. So he's got about a second to gain on the leaders, and he could be up there running in first. And we always say it every week, is he just getting a feel for the track, figuring out where them bumps that may been caused by other races that are happening here since last year? Is he trying to get a feel for it, and he's not putting all the cards on the table during practice? That's a question to ask.
Well, I mean, that's really the question we ask every race because, during practice, you want to save that car because it's not like NASCAR where you have an extra car on the back.
Yeah.
They only bring one car to the track. Now, they do have quick repairs, mind you, but they only have one car on the track. It's not like they can, something breaks on the one, they go jump in the other one. So it's hard to say.
And another guy that's caught my eye tonight is, and I'm looking at this from license perspective, and that's Clay Christopherson. Now, he's not on track currently, but he's a rookie racing with a bunch of guys with the A and B license tonight for iRacing license, if you know anything about that. And, that's ballsy, to say the least. I remember, when I first got into these guys, I tried a GT3 race. I lasted 3 turns. I was out. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. And it's not that they were better than I was. They were better than me. And I was just, I was kind of taken back by how tough these cars are. I hope Craig Christensen can walk away with something tonight because that would really, really be good for his ego.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, after the little mishap he had, yesterday in Lernerville.
Yep.
Knoxville. In the 358s. If he places in the top 10, top 5, that'll be a huge boost for his ego as well, because I know being a rookie coming into a series like this, I myself, just in Daytona last week, I was a rookie. That was my first gen race. And I mean, it was nerve-wracking, and but I mean, I did what I could, and I had a little mishap too. But I mean, I'm pulling for him for sure as well.
Yep. From one rookie to another rookie, we're going for you. We're pulling for you tonight. Now, let me tell y'all a funny story about Scott Shepard. I personally race MX5 races on Sunday with these guys. And me and Scott Shepard may or may not have gotten into an incident at the last track we were at.
Yeah.
Somebody
ended on the roof.
Somebody ended up on the roof. I'll tell you about it. Let me just go ahead and walk you through it. So I'm coming out of the first turn, and the way it is, it's kind of a long S turn. And then we go into like where the top of the S, it kind of shortens back. Anyway, we get to the turn, and there's gravel. Well, it was the first or second lap. The tires were on these Mazdas were still kind of cold. I hit the dirt. I lose a little control. Scott Shepard is right behind me. Well, he finally gets up beside me, and I shoot across the track. He gets beside me on the right side. I'm trying to inch my way back onto the track, and I'm doing okay at it. And then the car just kicks around. I may have hit an anthill or something. And I tap into the side of Scott. Scott goes flying. I go flying. He ends up on his roof. And as I'm leaving, trying to get back on the track, I tap him again just for good luck. So
I believe he called it a rolling chicane.
I think that's what he called it. So good luck to Scott tonight, because I really think he's going to do well tonight as well. And he does well in the MX-5s. Let's see how well he does in the GT3s.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I mean, he is a Canadian boy too, so.
Yeah. Now, I do want to do this, Rob. I heard over the weekend that you got out of rookie for road.
I did. No, I didn't. Not yet.
You did not get out of rookie with road.
No, I did not get out of rookie for road because the race I was in to get out of rookie, I had somebody turn down into me 2 or 3 times and kind of tank my rating a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm still there. I'm just waiting for a new wheel to come in because I had a little mishap with mine.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, no. If y'all have a G29, just be easy on it.
Yeah, don't do enduros. Definitely don't do enduros.
But yeah, just waiting for that to come in, and I'll get back to that grind of trying to get out of rookie. I mean, it should only take me 2 races. I'm hoping it only takes me 2 races. But I did come out of rookie in oval in the asphalt oval.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, see, something we were trying to work on is me and Rob is in a Road to Pro series for the weekend, and we're just pushing ourselves to the max during the weekends to get out of rookie and just move through the classes. So that's what we're working on currently. Once we get our channel up and running, our secondary channel, we will be able to showcase that with you guys, and we'll give you the channel name and everything so you can go catch us at. So it'll be our team racing name. So our team name.
Yep.
So I'm excited to debut that in the next couple of months. So
yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, we got about 10 minutes left in practice.
10 minutes. I thought we'd talk for the 20 minutes there, but I guess not. It was only 10.
Yeah. Well. We'll get over it. But we can talk about our sponsors. So
yes, we can.
We're gonna let you hear a word from them, and we'll be right back. Well, Rob, the weather out today is kind of nice.
Is it?
I mean, that's, what it usually is, I believe. Let's go and take a look at it.
Well, it's not nighttime, so it can't be 78 degrees.
No, but we do have that partly cloudy atmosphere with the wind out of the east. But it's only 65 degrees out here for the weather. The temperature in the air is 65 degrees. The humidity on the track or around the track is 54%. And the track temp is 87 degrees. That's an optimal racing temperature tonight for these cars. So anything over 95, you start losing grip. Anything under about 70, you start losing grip. So it's optimal racing temperatures, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't have to worry as much about tire wear with the colder temperatures because, well, the track won't be eating up the tires. So.
That's right. It's just how hard these guys go in the turns and stuff. That's the big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So, and so far, I'll go ahead and tell you who we have that's registered to race tonight. We have Eric McCready in the 311. JP Alfonso is going to be driving that 966 car tonight. Jose Puig is driving that number 2 Ferrari. Number 49, driven by Mason Neal. He's driving a beautiful BMW tonight. Sean Crooks is driving the number 3 car tonight in a Porsche. Eddie Baker, he's going to be driving the number 29, and that's also a Porsche. Mike Ware is in the number 20 Ferrari. David Tamara is in the 418 BMW. John Barry is in the 962 Ferrari. Mike Killenbeck in the number 70 car is going to be driving a Mercedes tonight. Rob, I'll let you take it from there.
Oh, we got Charles Harris in the number 66 Ferrari, Don Warren in the number 16 BMW, Clay Christopherson in the 51 BMW, Scott Shepard in the number 14 McLaren, Aaron Bloom in the number 42 Ferrari, Christopher Morrison in the 983 Ferrari, and Jamie Maudsley in the 13 Ferrari.
Now, Jamie Maudsley has not done any lap times yet.
Well, he is on the track, though.
Yep, he is on track. Let's see how he does tonight, because he's a very good road racer from what I hear.
Oh, he is, absolutely.
From what I hear from people in the garages, he's somebody to watch out for. You know, he's one of them guys. He's like a cobra, kind of sneak attack. You know.
Yep. He goes off track a little bit there.
He's on his out lap, so I think he'll do well tonight too. All these guys, everybody that's gridded tonight's going to be in some type of contention somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we were speaking about safety rating and I rating earlier. The highest I rating out there right now is currently held by David Tamara with a 2098. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm lying.
No,
I'm lying. It was Jose Puig at 2292.
Yeah, and the lowest would be Christopher Morrison with 97.
Nice. I can probably beat that.
I think you're a 1480, I think, or 978 or something like
I'm
that.
978, I think.
Yeah, I'm the 1480.
Yeah, you do a lot better than I do. Although I'm starting to learn how to put pressure on guys. Once I got my D license, I went and drove a class race at Watkins Glen and was hawking down the leader until I turned it in the last turn.
Oh,
so
nice.
I just took it down pit road. I was ashamed. People were rooting for me in the pits and everything. They were on the radio, "Go Andrew, go, go, go!" And then I turned it, and it's like the biggest idiot of my life. You know, that's who I am. So.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Well, guys, we have 5 minutes left till we go into qualifying. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to crank it up and let you hear these guys go around the track. Me and Rob, we're going to go grab us a drink real quick. Maybe go down there and get us some of that, what do they sell strudel here? Is that right?
I'm going to grab schnitzel.
Schnitzel, that's it. So, yeah, we're going to let them race on track for a second, and we'll see you here in about 5 minutes. Rob, how's that schnitzel?
Oh, it's delicious.
That's good.
What'd you get down there?
Their
you get the
version of
bratwurst?
well, no. I got their version of fruit punch, and it's probably the best fruit punch I've ever had in my life.
All right.
I don't really know how to say it. I just said I need that, and I pointed at the menu. I don't know German, so I apologize to anybody that may be watching this that knows German, but I don't know any of it. All right, you ready to go qualify? Because I'm ready to see what kind of lap times these guys put down.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go qualify.
All right, let's see if we can find somebody that's getting on track. Aaron Bloom seems to be getting on track. He's driving that awesome-looking Spider-Man car.
Funny thing about Spider-Man is I just ordered a cake for my son's birthday this weekend that's got Spider-Man on
No joke.
it. Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go. So we're currently sitting here watching Aaron Bloom. Now, I say it every week, but I just want to reiterate, we're going to be bumping around the track watching everybody qualify. It may look like they're on the track at one time, but they're not. They're all there in their individual qualifying sessions. So I just want y'all to know that. So going forward, we know this is the lone qualifying session. If you see somebody that should be next to one another and they're not, that's not a glitch in the system. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Oh, that's an awesome looking paint scheme by Mason Neal this week.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful. Does that say Mantis on the back?
I think it does.
Yep, Mantis.
Yeah.
They call him
For
the
a
prey of
second, I thought it was our logo on the side of it.
Well, I was fixing to say. Yep, and we also have a new logo coming to you guys in the next week or so. After we get it built and we get everything situated, we'll have a new logo for you guys.
Yep.
There's John Barry in that number 962 car. As he gets a little off-track action there.
Yep.
Now, I did hear on these cars, the left turn only is an actual team.
Okay.
And on the back of their cars, it says, "We retaliate." So, and I think they're all running tonight.
Oh.
So, it'd be pretty interesting to see how it goes. We have some fast cars out there tonight, I tell you.
Yeah.
These guys are putting down some laps.
Speeds in excess of 130, 135 mile an hour.
I seen somebody at 140 a while ago.
Yep. We got Clay Christopherson at 152 mile an hour, 55, 56.
Oh, wow. Mike Hillenbeck's at 150 right now. And this is that hard 180 that I'm talking about, guys. It's you got to shift down all the way to first gear almost to get this turn right.
Yep.
I love the way the Mercedes sounds. It has a different sound than all the other cars do.
Yeah, it's got that low throat growl to it, plus that high-pitched whine.
JP Alfonso is on his first time lapped right now. But tonight, you know what I'm excited for?
What's that?
The in-car camera, and guess who has it?
Who's got it?
Eric McCready.
Nice.
Eric McCready's going to have it because I think there's going to be a battle tonight. So he loaded his car up, and we'll go see how it is with him.
On board the Mullet Mobile.
That's right. And this is a timed lap right here. Let's see where he gets. Eric McCready's currently sitting with the fastest time.
137.37.
You ever think he goes up there and adjusts his AC a little bit while he's in these cars?
Do these things even have AC in them?
Well, when I was with that camera view, it looked like he had a vent. So
It may have the vent, but it may be just the ventilation system in it. I don't think it's actual AC.
Oh, that sucks.
I think they strip it out. That compressor weighs a ton.
Yeah, and these guys can get weight penalties. So
Yep.
there's Scott Shepard. He's currently sitting 7th right now with a 140.23. Eric McCready, I'm sorry, I'm taking that back. Mason Neal has got the fastest top speed right now with a 163 miles an hour coming from that beautiful BMW.
Wow. That's crazy. Mike
Eric,
Killenbeck also hit 163 as well.
yep. Well, you know, it's all about them aerodynamics, as Toe Mater calls it. You know, them aromatics. But on a serious note, it is all about the aerodynamics with these cars. So, JP Alfonso is not qualified at where I think he should qualify. He's doing well. He's in the top 5, but after his performance last week, I was expecting him to be a little higher up there, you know. But
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also one that, you know, if he starts in the middle of the pack, well, then he's fine because he's able to put pressure on the guys on the front. So,
yep, and
we'll see.
currently, Charles Harris, Don Warren, Clay Christopherson, Jamie Maudsley, Jose Pugh, and Mike Killenbeck have not scored a lap time yet. So they've either had some and
JP
Alfonso
won't either.
Yeah, he went off track there. Yep. Well, he currently sits 5th. So.
Yep.
All right, Rob. Let's talk about our picks.
All right.
Who do you got?
Well, I can't pick anybody in top 5.
Nope. Don't talk.
But-
Don't pick anybody in top 5.
Let's see, the thing is, who I was going to go for was Mike Weir because he was sitting 8th in practice.
Okay. And where does he currently sit at?
He's currently sitting P4. So, I really can't pick another one.
Well, then pick somebody from the top 5. Just don't pick first place because that's not fair. He
Okay,
already
well,
has an advantage.
I'll pick Mike Weir just because the way he performed at Road Atlanta, and you know how he performed last week at Monza. I think he'll be gunning for the front. So, yeah.
Okay.
You go for Mike Weir tonight.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick our guy JP Alfonso because he's currently sitting P6.
All right.
And the performance he put on last week at Monza, you're right. He does sit in the middle, right?
Yep.
He does sometimes sit in the middle, as you see Jamie Maudsley just taking out everything. Jesus. But I think we're going to see the same performance tonight unless he gets into some trouble. We just need to shout out down there to him. Remember, he's got a quick repair. So,
Yeah.
hey, you got a quick repair. Think you heard me?
I don't think so.
Oh,
He's
well.
got too much on. He's got too much on his plate.
Yes, sir.
We're in a glass booth, so
I don't know. I'm pretty loud though. Well, it's going to be great to see how these guys do anyway. You know, looking at the practice, some of the times we were looking at in practice was the top speed was held by Jose Pugh at 136.902, which is the fastest record. If this was in real life, he would hold the fastest record by 2 seconds.
Yep.
So, maybe they need to put him in a damn GT3 and
I think they might have to.
see if he can beat that time in real life. So, well, all right, guys. We'll be going to our gridding here in about a minute or so. So I'm going to grab me a glass of water because I don't think we're going to get a break here in the next 45 minutes. So,
Oh no, not at all.
So we'll see when they start the grid. All right, Rob, these guys are currently, I mean, this is the running order we're going to have tonight.
Yep.
You know, we got Eric McCready in first, followed by Jose Pugh, Mason Neal, Mike Ware, Sean Crooks is in fifth. Sixth is JP Alfonso. Seventh, John Barry. Eighth, Eddie Baker. Ninth, David Tamara. 10th, Jamie Maudsley.
11th, Scott Shepard. 12th, Christopher Morrison. 13th, Aaron Bloom. 14th, Mike Killenbeck. 15th, Charles Harris. 16th, Clay Christopherson. And it looks like, I don't know if Don Warren has gridded yet. But if he does, he'll be rounding out the rear of the pack.
Yep, it doesn't look like he did. It doesn't look like he did. So, I'm excited. This first turn is going to be crazy. Jose Pugh is currently not on track yet, in second place.
Oh, there he goes.
Yep, there he is. Okay, good. Got a little worried there.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are going to make that hard right turn, hit a chicane or two, and they're going to go green. So, I'm excited to see it tonight. This is going to be a great race.
Here we get going.
Yep, we are going to be going green here soon. And Eric McCready, I don't know what's happening. These guys need to catch up there. There they all come.
Jose, your place is up beside first.
Yeah. You going to let them have it? I don't think so. This is that hard 90, I think.
Let's stack up.
Pace car is in. As they round out of that final turn, that flagman has that green flag in the air, waiting for him to go green. They are green, and they're starting already to fan out.
They got that corner coming up quick, so.
Yep. Oh, and looks like first place there, Jose Pugh. Yep, Jose takes the leadership position here.
And was that a little tactic so we didn't have to slow up at the line a little bit? You could just back off some and then just hammer down? And
You know, I'm not sure. Because we got some people off track in the back that don't seem to be affecting them much.
Nope.
As they come up to the 180 turn. That's what I'm going to refer to this one tonight, guys, because this turn has a name, but I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, I took a look at the track map, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna butcher those.
Oh, I would definitely butcher it.
Oh, you can hear that turbo pop.
Yep. And these guys are going to be doing 45 full minutes tonight.
Yep. 45 minutes plus 1 lap. Although last week we didn't get that because they were.
It was really close to.
Yeah.
It was really, really close to the line. So, you know, I believe what they may do here, and this is where we're still not really familiar with how they do the time races. It may be once we hit 45 minutes, if it's in that lap that you're doing 45 minutes, they may not do another lap.
Yeah.
So that may be their final lap. As you see, their fastest, the time's coming in now.
Oh, somebody's in the wall back there.
Yep, Sean Crooks is in the wall, and they are off track in the back there. He is turned around. Let's go back and take a look at that. Looks like Eddie Baker was involved too. He just bounces it on the rumble strips and takes out the wall there, hard into the wall. And Eddie Baker's right around with him. Let's go back and take a look at Eddie Baker. Eddie Baker's sitting right behind him. I think he was trying to avoid it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh. Yeah, he did the exact same thing Sean Crooks did.
He tried to cut that corner a little bit, and
that's why that's there. That's why that's there, so they don't. So they can't cut the corner. We have a battle for first right now between Jose Puig and Eric McCready, as they are still just trying to feel each other out here, see how they're going to take these turns going forward.
Yeah, like Eric said last week, you just have to put a lot of pressure on Jose and hope that he cracks. So it seems that's what he's doing tonight. I mean, he was out front, and then he just kind of dropped back some and let Jose have it. So he may be playing a strategy here.
That's a good assumption. But you see, Mason Neal is right there on their tail, followed by Mike Ware and JP. So.
Yep.
To come down, and they're going to be completing their third lap, coming into their fourth lap here, coming up. Looking back to the field here, there's some good position battles, somewhat, not nothing terrible.
Yeah, they're all fairly close.
Yeah, everybody's kind of close. Now they'll fan out though throughout the evening. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, 3 seconds adds up real quick as you're going around these tracks. So
yeah, that is true. And as you see, there's a cluster up front now. These guys here are just going to battle it out all night, I think. I don't think there's going to be a lot of tire saving here. And we seen last week that about the 30-minute mark is their pit window.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be what it is every week, is about 30 minutes for these cars. So.
Yeah. Now, is this track longer than Monza is?
I don't know. You want to look that up? I'm not sure. I don't remember what Monza was. This track is right at 2.5 miles. I think it was like 2.548 or something like that. So.
The Monza track is, the Grand Prix track is 1.49 miles.
Wow. And there's a position battle right now for the fourth position between Eric and JP Alfonso. JP tried to make a move coming on to the last turn, but they are, Mike, or Eric, Mike, you need to watch out.
Mike, yeah. And JP's right there. And my mistake, it's the Grand Prix track is 3.6 miles.
Okay.
At Monza.
And were we at the Grand Prix track last week?
Yes.
Okay. So that track is longer than this track. So I think.
I'll double check your math here.
As you see, Mike is all over his rear right now, trying to get up there with JP.
So this track is 4.2 miles.
So it is longer, okay. Look, I'm not good at math. I didn't do very good in that subject. History, I got it, but math, I'm not too good.
So we might see them come in probably around lap, like the 25-minute mark.
Yeah.
I would think.
I would say about 20, 25 minutes, something like that. That's a good assumption. Looking back to the pack now, trying to see if we got any good position battles. Everybody seems to be spaced out by about 2 seconds. Everybody seems to be about 2 seconds back from one another. Christopher Morrison and Mike Killenbeck here are just kind of having their own little battle. Not really a battle. I think Christopherson is just trying to get to fill the car because, Christopher Morrison is just trying to get the feel for the car. Let's talk about our guy, Clay Christopherson, though. He's currently sitting 10th. And he was our rookie that we were talking about.
Yeah, he's doing great for a rookie so far.
Yeah, out of 17 cars.
I mean, If that was me, I'd be right in the back.
Oh, that's a Red Bull car. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at it. Watch him come by here.
Oh wow.
These guys that paints these cars, they are true artists.
Oh, absolutely.
They are true artists. And Mike Killenbeck is currently on pit road.
Did he have issues?
I don't think so. Yes, he did end up having an incident. Mike Killenbeck is at Marines Mercedes there. And Sean Crooks is right behind him there. And he does the same thing that Sean did.
Yep.
That's going to be an issue tonight, guys.
Yep.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Don't not move. Do not move. That's a bad position to move in. Yep.
I mean, you're coming off that blind corner, so I mean, it's really hard to see that.
It looked like Killenbeck got around again. He is dealing with that damage up front there, though. So
It looked like he was just trying to get into the pits and kind of misjudge where the entrance was.
yeah, it does look like what happened there. We'll go back live. I'm getting word that Scott Shepard has crashed as well.
And I've seen it earlier this track. When you go outside a certain area in that 180 corner,
Yeah.
the track officials call it as a crash, but it doesn't.
Okay. So that may be what we're seeing then with that one, because I didn't see him get off track at all. It looks like, yep, Mike Killenbeck is back on track.
Camera guys really dug the camera in there.
Yeah, they did. You can hear echo around the camera housing. And Eric McCready is all over the back end of Jose right now, fighting for that position. He's trying to see if Jose's going to make the same mistake he did last week at Monza.
Yeah. And, I mean, JP's right behind him, so...
It's almost like a repeat.
Almost. It's, are they just going to be like, all right, well, we'll put pressure on Jose, hope he cracks, makes a little mistake, and then we can just jump out front.
Yep. And David Tamara and Charles Harris looks to be having a battle right now. Who put that building there?
I don't know. They got to move the drone camera.
Yep, and these two will be fighting for the 12th position. David Tamara and Charles Harris here.
It looks like there's a little bit of damage on Tamara's car.
Yeah, it does look like that. It doesn't show that he went off track or anything. Oh, it does say he went off track. Let's go take a look at it. He was just following the Spider-Man car. Woo-hoo. That was close.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He took a position that probably wasn't his.
Yeah, more than likely.
Let's go back front.
Clay Christopherson has moved up to 9th now. He's past Eddie Baker.
He did pass Eddie Baker?
Yeah.
Go back and look in here, see if I can find the pass here. Oh, and looks like Charles Harris got into an incident earlier as well. Oh,
that's where the damage on Tamara came from.
Yep, right there. And Charles Harris is currently sitting on pit road at this time. And these guys are that when pit stops happen, I think that's when these guys are going to start getting shaped out. I wonder if they're all going to pit at one time.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, these leaders they may pit together just so that once they get back out on the track, then they're all together again.
Yeah,
but it's hard to say really.
The Shepherd and Harris are on pit road at this time. That was Christopher Morrison that just passed the stripe there. McMullet Entertainment. That's awesome. I love it. I love that. I love the cars. And JP's putting a lot of pressure on Eric right now.
Oh, absolutely. Now, believe me, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe is Eric the Mullet McCready. Or the Mullet Man McCready.
I'm not real sure. We'll have to talk to him after the race if he's here. So,
I thought I remember that from last week, but I'm not 100%. So, Eric, if you're listening, I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but please correct me.
Yeah, he needs correction sometime. And looking to the back of the pack here, this race is going to be very heavily dependent on strategy here. When to save fuel, when to come back a little bit and lose some positions and save that fuel to stay out a little bit longer. We were talking about these guys going on pit lane. I'm seeing a lot of people going on pit lane now, so I wonder if the pit window was actually around 15 minutes, like you said. 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say, but I mean, the guys that have gone into the pits have also gotten some damage. So, are they using up their quick repair there to, make sure their car lasts to the end of the race?
Yep, and it looks like here that Christopher Morrison just got sideways there coming out of the turn. It did label it as a crash. He didn't hit anything. Good job by him keeping that car out of the wall there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because once you hit that grass, it's like driving on ice, so...
Ice? It's more like you got no gravity to stop. It's like Newton's physics laws don't work anymore.
Yeah, on ice. Ice does the same thing.
You can stop on ice. It may just take you a lot longer, but...
It takes a little bit longer.
I was in a GT3 race earlier today and got into some grass, and I just slid for what seemed like forever.
Yeah. It's because you haven't come up to Canada to learn how to drive on ice. So.
Well, see, here in Alabama, we shut down schools. We shut down schools for 2 inches of snow, okay?
Yeah, exactly. That's just another Tuesday for us.
I love it.
We get 8 feet of snow and we still got to go into work.
Touche. Touche. So these guys are currently still battling up front there.
Yeah,
but
they're coming into lap traffic.
Yes,
so.
they are. Mike Killenbeck is sitting in the back, fixing to be there, fixing to be a problem for them.
I don't know. It's hard to say because at Monza it seemed like they were passing lap cars without any issues. So, mind you, the lap traffic does get the yellow and blue flag to tell them, hey, the leaders are behind you. So don't defend. Let them by.
Yeah, but I mean, you know it as hard as I do on a track that's tight like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to almost hold somebody up so I can, not go a lap down because it does. I mean, it's a prideful thing, too, to go a lap down.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I felt that at Daytona, so.
Yeah, but you led a few laps at Daytona.
I did. I did.
As you see,
Mike is coming into the pits here.
Yep, he's coming into the pits, and we still have that 3-car battle between the three here.
Now, see the little battle between Eric and JP has given Jose a little bit more of a lead. Not much, but he has stretched that lead out just a tiny bit.
Only thing I'm looking at right here, I'm looking at a repeat from Monza.
I mean, that's exactly what it looks like right now.
You know, we're going through trying to find some good battles of these guys, trying to get these guys some screen time, and they're all doing very well, staying away from people and running their own race. Because sometimes it may not be the ones that are battling up front, like Jose and Eric and JP. Them three may get in a wreck, and Mason come in and win it. So he's just sitting back there, and Mike, and like, you know what? I'm just going to ride back here and relax and see what happens in the next 25 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. 28 minutes, but
whatever.
I mean, I know math isn't your strong suit.
Yep.
But
As you JP dive bombs Eric there to take that position, and JP currently sits second. Look at that. That's awesome.
Wow.
And we're getting word that Christopher Morrison may have crashed here.
Yeah, again, it's at this 180 corner, so maybe the track officials being a little. Oh no, he does.
No,
He gets a little loose, but
that's not enough for me to warrant a crash. So
no.
And JP currently holds that second position behind Jose Pug. It's been almost 20 minutes. Let's go through the grid.
All right, so first we got Jose Pug, second, JP Alfonso, third, Eric McCready, fourth, Mason Neal, fifth, we got Mike Weir, sixth, Jamie Maudsley, seventh, John Barry, eighth, Eddie Baker, ninth, Sean Crooks, 10th, Aaron Bloom.
At 11th, we have Scott Shepard. 12th, Mike Killenbeck. 13th, Christopher Morrison. 14th, Charles Harris. And it looks like Clay Christopherson in that Red Bull car is currently sitting on pit road. And David Tamara and Don Warren. Well, David Tamara's out of the race, and Don Warren never gridded. So that's how we're sitting right now. That was a good dive bomb by JP there as they went into that turn right there, actually.
It was, and he's almost known for that because, I mean, I've seen other races of him, and, you know, 1 second he's out on your left-hand side, next he's dive bombed you in the corner and he's past you.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. And, you know, we're going to have some lap traffic coming in here soon. They're probably a good 25 seconds away. But, you know, we will have some guys coming off pit road, too. So is that going to affect these guys coming in?
It's hard to say. I mean, you know, when they did come up on lap traffic, you know, it was Mike Killenbeck, but he went in the pit, so he wasn't really an issue.
Yeah.
But now guys are coming out. They are pitting. They're getting the fuel they need, you know, to possibly finish the rest of the race here.
Yep. I hate to be a timing official in the race like this.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's inevitable in these races that somebody's going to go a few laps down just to the way that the race is set up. And just looking at it here, you know, it's like it's currently showing Scott in 10th when he's riding right behind Eric McCready. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, that's what computers are for. It's all done by computer now and GPS, I'm sure.
Let's hope, because I'd be pretty mad if I was to say I won and then really I'm 10th.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'd be a little mad, just a wee bit mad. Just a wee bit.
Yeah, and they've seemed to have cut that gap on Jose Pug down quite a bit.
Yeah, I think the best thing for these guys to do is work together for a few laps and chase him down a little bit, just so they can have a fighting chance at the end. Because I truly believe without the pressure, Jose would have won last week. So
yeah,
he dominated that entire race up until the end.
Oh, he did, absolutely. And I mean, he's doing much of the same here. So, you know, driver fatigue and, you know, just the pressure going to get to him, or are they just going to be all right? And, you know, he leads the entire thing. Yeah,
because, I mean, truly, the only lap that matters is the last one.
Yeah.
Or in this case, the only minute that matters is the last minute. So, you know, that's the way I look at it. You know, if you're going to Daytona or Talladega, sit in the back because you can make that pass to the front and on the last lap. no problem. The problem with these cars here is they got to start thinking about how they're going to set stuff up. You can't just pass these guys on the last lap. You have to set it up right. You overdrive the car, yeah, you'll pass them, but you'll wreck them probably at the same time. You'll run out of power, as I get told a lot.
Either that or wreck yourself. So
yeah,
I mean it's hard to say. But yeah, you have to be more cautious with these cars. You have to be more strategic with these cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's not like driving an oval where you're just turning left. So
you think I should go down there and give the official $20 bill to throw a caution flag?
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. See, the thing is, full course cautions rarely happen. So
yeah. That is true. If they all pile up in that corner right there, that would cause one, right?
Well, no, they just do a sector caution, and
okay.
they throw a yellow flag in that area, and all that does is just say like, hey, there's somebody spun around or somebody in an accident. Just
yeah, but what if everybody piled in on top of them?
Well, that's a little different. But I mean, you won't have that whole pace car comes out, blank start type deal. At least I've never seen one.
Yeah. So I want to look at something here. I want you to look at something going forward. Out of the 3 cars that are battling right now, and it may be detrimental for JP Fonzo in the end, but his rear brakes are glowing when he hits these turns. That means his brake bias is pushed to the back, which is good. But if you look at these other cars here that are in this battle, none of them have their brakes glowing. So that shows that JP's pushing really hard to get to that position. And throwing that brake bias around, trying to figure out what works best, I truly think it may be detrimental going forward if he doesn't calm his brakes down, don't you think?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, he's a really seasoned racer, so I mean, he's been racing this car for a while, so he knows, you know, how to push this car, when to hold back in this car. So I don't know. I don't believe it will be, but also when you look at the wheels of the cars, they may just be a different spoke pattern, so you may not see as much of the brake glowing in, you know, say the Ferrari or the Audi. So it's really hard to say unless these cars are stopped and I can get a proper look at what the rims look like.
Yeah, but so you can see the rotor's good on that one and you didn't see it. So I wonder if that may be an iRacing thing. It only shows up on a few cars and the other cars that don't show up on.
It might. I'm not 100%.
All right. Well, while we go try to figure out why these guys are not glowing in their brakes, we're going to take you guys side by side so we can hear a word from Twitch. Welcome back to Hockenheimring, Germany, where we are here with United Racing Network and Happy Hour Racing. They're doing fantastic this afternoon, Rob.
Yeah, and JP went in the pits. I'm like, JP's not there anymore. What happened to him?
Yeah, currently sits on pit road. But these other guys are going to have to come in soon.
Yep.
Although, let me look here. Nope, none of the top 5 has come into the pits except for JP. Okay. He's pitted on lap 16. So,
Okay.
So he pitted early. Now is he going to have enough fuel to make it to the end? Because if he does, then he can get out in time, which he is currently out on track now. It'll put him in the lead.
Well, I mean, he raced 27 minutes on the fuel that he had, which means we only have another 18 minutes of racing. So, you know, with full tank of fuel, he should be good to go.
Well, that may have just been a smart strategy by JP here.
Yep.
And we're looking at Sean Crooks, who is currently showing to be, is he a lap down? No, he's 51 seconds back from the leader. And the current leader is still Jose Pugh. I wonder if he's going to come to pit road this time.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I mean, it looks like they are coming down pit road now. The leaders are on pit road, so now these guys that are lapped down, if they can push their cars and, you know, make one of the fastest lap times in Hockenheimring history, possibly get their lap back.
Well, see, it'll be hard because, I mean, now Mike Weir's currently sitting. Oh, he's in the pit. Sorry. So
Mike Weir's coming in behind him.
Yeah, so JP Alfonso will have the first position.
JP will have the first position by a mile here as he comes up to the leaders.
No, he won't.
Yep, he's there. He's got it. It's just timing screen's trying to catch up with it. Or no, Jose's back out there.
Yeah, they're both back out there. So and
they didn't. I don't think they took tires.
No, I don't believe they would have.
So now the battle's on again. The battle is on again to see who is going to win this race. And, you know, like you said, we got about 15 minutes to go now. 15, 16 minutes. So it's going to be a push to the end. We currently have a battle for the 5th position between Mike Ware. For the 4th position is Mason Neal and Mike Ware. So.
And I mean, these guys have been battling all night as well.
Yeah, they have.
Almost a little bit of contact there.
Almost. And that corner there, if you don't take it right, it will eat you up.
Yep.
So, and these guys are down to almost, 15 miles an hour around that turn.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to slow right down.
Yep. I don't think my F-150 would do well in a track like this.
No, it wouldn't. I think you'd end up on your roof.
I don't know about that now.
Well, I don't know how tight these corners are, how top heavy that F-150 is.
All right, you got a point.
I mean, I'll put it this way: my Elantra wouldn't do any better, but at least I wouldn't end up on my roof.
There you go. And there's a battle for first between Eric McCready and Jose Pugh, and rounding up that rear there is going to be JP Alfonso.
Yep.
Them three are less than a second back, and they've been less than a second back the entire race.
Yep.
And I'm not just calling them out because one of them's our sponsor. It's the best race that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it last week at Monza.
As they go side by side down into the turn here. Stand by, Rob. This is a hard 90. They're all tied in there. As Eric McCready goes off track there. And at 15 incident points, remember that, they have to take a drive-through penalty. So these guys are going to have to worry about that if they get their incident points too high. I'm sorry, you can continue.
But yeah, last week we saw it at Monza, these guys battling constantly. And I mean, they just put on a heck of a show each and every week. And I mean, now, JP looks like he's going to make a move on McCready here.
That's that same corner he dive bombed earlier.
Yeah, at least he was trying to. Now, with McCready getting up beside Jose there, did they slow down too much with that battle? So now, JP's in contention to get that position again. I just don't know. I mean, it's always a guessing game with these guys on this track.
Yeah, at any track they go to, it's like this. I mean, you don't know really who's going to win the race. They're all three in contention. As you see Killenbeck there bringing up the rear. He's currently sitting in 11th.
Yeah.
And there is another battle forming. It's been there between Mason Neal and Mike Weir for the 4th position. And these guys, to me, 4th and 5th, they kind of have the same, I guess, glory. You know what I mean? Oh, getting word that these 3 have crashed. All 3 have crashed. Let's see if that's. No. It may have been that turn. Let's hope it was the turn.
Yeah.
Oh, there was contact. And JP's going to walk away with that one unscathed. We'll look at it one more time, riding on board with JP. That's just hard battling right there is what that is.
Yeah.
There's nobody that should be mad at that. That was just hard battling all the way down to the end within 3.
Yeah. And now, JP's got a 1.7 second lead on Jose now.
Yep. And Eric is in the pits.
Yeah, he looked like he took quite a bit of damage there and may have knocked the toe out on that vehicle a little bit.
Oh, he's pissed. Went and grabbed his quick repair to get back out there real quick, but now he's currently sitting 5th. Mason Neal, and Mike Weir are currently sitting 3rd and 4th now. Man, that sucks for him, but I don't think he's gonna let it affect him too much.
No, not at all. I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks like the toe might be out on both of those cars too. But it may just be the way they were turning and the way they're set up.
Yeah, but JP didn't even get any contact there.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting word that Mike Killenbeck may have crashed. Let's take a look here he's coming up to that turn, so maybe not.
Yeah, it's just the officials are just pressing
that guy right there is an idiot. Okay, need to get. Oh, hold on.
Well, he did
technically did go off track. So
yeah.
You know what? I give it to you. Okay.
It seems as soon as somebody gets almost 90 degrees there, they hit the button saying, "Hey, this person crashed."
Yeah. And this is the battle between Mike Weir and Mason Neal. And now this is a battle that they need to look into because this is a podium spot now.
Yep.
This may be the battle. This may turn into the new battle of the night. The beginning of the race, it was JP, Jose, and Mike Weir. I'm sorry, Eric McCready. Now it's probably going to be Mason Neal and Mike Weir to see who's going to battle for this position.
Yeah, absolutely. But, now Jose has closed in that gap a little bit by 1/10 of a second.
Oh, and they go side by side into that turn. Still side by side, but they have a lot of left-handed turns coming up. So Mason Neal will have the advantage.
Yeah.
Anybody that's in the inside of the turn coming inside, you more than likely have the advantage. It's very rare you see an outside pass.
Yeah. You see Mike Weir step out as we're coming to the 180 here so that he can get the inside advantage.
Yep, but if you jump on the rumble strips and get cut the track, you have to serve a time penalty, or at least slow down.
Yeah.
So it looks like Jose is slowly catching JP.
Slowly, he's 1.5 now, so he's gained 0.2 of a second.
Yep.
So he is slowly reeling him in.
Oh, and I'm getting word that our rookie of the evening, Clay Christensen, is out of the race.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hey, buddy, it's all good. I was there one time. I don't know what the issue may have been, but you'll get there soon. Anybody can get out of the D license if I can get out. Get out of rookie if I can gain a D license in a weekend. Anybody can do it. And Eric
Eric's coming up here.
He's slowly tracking him down, but this battle for third is going to be very interesting. We may have a three-way battle for third.
Yeah, we just might. And, you know, with how fast Eric's been all night, I mean, I sense him getting up there. I mean, we got 8 minutes left of racing, so, I mean, it'll be close.
And believe it or not, they've done 23, almost 24 laps at this track in less than 45 minutes. They're booking it. For a 3-mile course, that's big. That's very big.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Currently looking at the times, only 2 people have held times of 1:37. So it'd be Jose and Eric McCready.
Yep. As you see, we're going to watch his handwork here going through these turns. You know, he's bouncing, bumping in the car there. And you can kind of hear the engines where his braking points are. And, you know, he's got really good control. He knows what he's doing with that car tonight.
Yeah, you don't see the little twitchy movements. It's just all calm, concise, you know, calculated turns. So
yeah, he's planning for it. Every turn, he's got a plan for it. And I guarantee you, he's probably got a backup plan if something don't work out.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I mean, every racer does. They have to.
Look, I mainly go left when I race, so my plan is just to pass the guy in front of me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too. And try not to wreck anybody.
Yes, that's the big one. I had a pretty successful day at Texas last weekend on Sunday, so I ended up finishing 7th in the truck series.
Oh, well, there you go. If I was there, I probably would have spun you.
No, you probably would. And it looks like Jose has caught JP.
Yeah, he's 1 second back now, so he's gained quite a bit.
Yeah, and we're going to have almost 5 minutes to go in this race. I'm thinking we're probably going to make it probably to lap 28 before we are, one to go.
Okay.
And, I'm not going to say it's 45 plus 1. It's going to be 45, and if the leader's, on a lap, that's it,
Yeah. I mean, really, we're going to have to watch the clock and see, where they're sitting, when it comes down to the time, really. I mean, if they're almost finished the lap, I'm sure they'll just throw the white flag. But if they're already in the lap, then...
Yeah. And Mike Weir has just walked off from Mason Neal right here.
Yeah, he has.
And getting word that Eddie Baker and Scott Shepard have went off track. Maybe they didn't. Let's see. Oh, yep, he did.
Yep.
Them tires were a little hot there. He does a good job. Oh, look at him trying to spin it back, trying to keep it off the wall. He did a good job there.
Yeah, he did a great job there.
Yeah, and Scott Shepard also got into an incident, but it may have been because of the turn coming up.
Well, it looks like Jose has gained the position on JP. Or, no, sorry. That's a car that looks similar.
Yeah, definitely. And as you see, Jose's in the back. They're trying to just keep something. JP is starting to pull back away. He's at 1.3, 1.4 seconds ahead now.
Okay, so yeah, it's 1.5 now. So Jose is now there was a lap car in there, so I mean Jose did have to slow down quite a bit more to avoid him in that corner. So
that was Scott Shepard in the number 10 McLaren. I'm sorry, the number 74 McLaren, number 14 McLaren. I'll get my numbers right in a minute. I said I wasn't good at math.
Yeah, number 10 is position. All right.
Got it. So we are less than 5 minutes to go, guys. We're going to ride on board with JP to see how he takes this lap. As you've seen, he did not shift to 6th there. You see that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the top of the gear, I mean, as you're coming to a braking point, you don't want to shift to 6 because you'll slow down a little bit. And, I mean, really, it just takes more time to shift down through the gears. So, I mean, might as well just leave it at the higher RPM and just let it ride.
You couldn't fit a paper between that wall and him right there.
No, not at all.
JP is approaching lap traffic here with Aaron Bloom in that Spider-Man car. We're at 43 minutes in. So we should have two laps to go after this.
Yeah.
And lap traffic does a great job getting out of the way there. Oh, and lap traffic's going to get in the way. It looked like he was going to get in the way of of Jose and JP there.
Yeah, it seemed to slow him down just a little bit, just because, I mean, he did come off that corner, following that racing line, but I don't think he realized that Jose was right there behind him.
Yeah. And Sean Crooks is trying to catch old Eddie Baker there.
Yeah. And you can see it may just be the Porsche thing that, those brake pads glow, because you can see it on Eddie Baker's car there and Sean Crooks' car. So
yep, we have a minute to go in this race. 1 minute to go in this race. Jose should be on lap number 28. I got that right.
Wow.
I got that right. Mark a check mark next to my name for getting something right tonight. and Jose better start doing some quick wheel work and starting cutting corners a little bit, because he's not going to catch old JP if he don't do something.
No, not at all. And
We're at 44:30.
Yeah, so
this may be the last lap.
I think what'll happen here is, because we're so close, it may throw the white flag, and then because we're coming up to 45 minutes here.
Yep,
yeah,
white
so the
flag
white flag
is in the air. Yep, white flag. This is the last lap. Can Jose track down JP for the win here at Hockenheimring here in Germany? I don't know.
I mean, he's 2 seconds back right now, or 2.1 seconds back, and I mean, JP's just cruising right now.
Yeah,
I mean, he's comfortable, and the
battle for third between Mike Ware, Eric McCready, and Mason Neal has kind of just all vanished now. They're all about a second back from one another. Well, Mike Weir, Eric McCready about a second back, and then Mason Neal's bringing up the rear of about 4 seconds back between them two. Mm-hmm. So, actually about 6 seconds back. So.
Oh, and it looks like Mike Weir got a little bit loose, and Eric McCready got third there.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at it. Yep, that's what happened. Eric McCready's going to take home third. Like you said, and like we've seen, this is the last lap. This is it, guys. This is it. JP is rounding out the grid here. The white flag is still out. We should be changing here to the checkered flag momentarily. We're at 46:15 on lap 28 here in Hockenheimring. We have one turn to go. JP Alfonso, if he can navigate these last few turns, he's going to have the win tonight here at Hockenheimring as they pass pit road.
Yeah, he comes down the final stretch here.
I see a checkered flag, don't you? And he is happy.
And
JP Alfonso is your winner tonight. Jose says, I'm done. I'm taking it to the pits.
Yep.
Third is going to be, third should be Eric McCready.
We're still waiting for him to come around.
Yep. Should be Eric McCready in third, Mike Weir in fourth, followed by Mason Neal. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. I mean, 2 in a row for JP. I mean, he's got to be buzzing right now. I mean, well, you saw him on that front stretch. You knew he had the time, so he just,
Wow. Good job by JP there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're still waiting on John Barry, Eddie Baker, and Sean Crooks to pass here. And Charles Harris is they're waiting on them three to take that checkered flag. Man, you could stop. Your arm's probably getting to hurt.
Yeah.
And here's a battle. As they come down to the line, Eddie Baker's going to hold off Sean Crooks to take that 8th position. And we're waiting on Charles Harris to finish up. And he's taking that final turn, and he's going to come home 12th. Wow. I had fun tonight. Hockenheimring and, the schnitzel and the strudel and all that other stuff that we were able to eat, I just hope I don't have to get on that fast flight back to Daytona tonight.
Yeah, well, maybe you'd be able to, and it looks like Sean Crooks is run out of gas. So Charles Harris is giving him a push here.
Hey, but they were battling all the way down to the end,
Yeah.
And, it just, they were some great passes. And, the accident between Jose and Eric caused the, this right here is what gave JP the win.
Yeah.
As they come down into that turn, they just get into one another, and JP slows it up, takes the position for the lead, and he didn't really even slow down. He just slowed down like he was taking the turn.
Yeah, and after that, he didn't even look back.
No.
So
he knew he was ready to he was ready to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
all right, well, you want to go through the final grid there, the official results?
Yep. Give me just a second while the officials still pull them up. All right, let's take a look at the grid here. All right, so your winner tonight is going to be JP Alfonso. This is his second win. He won last week at
Monza.
At Monza, yes. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So he won at Monza last week, and he put on a great showing tonight. Great job to JP.
Yep.
Eric McCready comes home second, and he was...
No.
Is
Jose
that right?
Was second.
Okay, so the timing was off then. Hang on. That's the results.
May have been because he went into the pit. So the others were able to get by him.
Maybe?
Before he crossed the line.
What's your timing screen showing?
My timing screen is showing JP, Jose, Eric, Mike Weir, Mason Neal.
Okay. Well.
Let me double check another one here.
Yeah, we may have to talk to the officials.
So the ones I am showing from iRacing itself is JP, Eric McCready, Mike Weir, Mason Neal, Jose.
Okay, so what the officials have on the screen here are correct then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's read it from the screen then, since I've got it here pulled up.
So I am getting word that Jose had a drive-through penalty on the last lap.
Ah. That may be why. Well, that sucks for Jose.
Yeah, that's a tough break for him.
Yeah, he's going to have our tough break of the evening, I think. Nope, David Tomorrow is going to have our tough break of the evening.
Yeah.
He was down 7 positions. So let's talk to these guys if they're available.
All right, so let's see if we can get JP on the radio here. JP, it's Rob in the booth. How you got me, bud?
How are you guys doing tonight?
Well, not as good as you. You know, you got first again 2 weeks in a row here.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't expecting that tonight. I saw some guys put in fast laps, and I knew it was gonna be it would be a hard battle tonight. So
Yeah, I mean, you did amazing. Eric and Jose got into each other on that, you know, on that hairpin turn, and you were able to get slowed down and not get collected with them, and just walked off with the rest of the race.
yeah, I was actually lucky that I had enough room in between the two of them so I can fit in and continue. For a second, I saw that I would be stuck right there with Eric sideways in front of me.
Yeah, and you seem to maneuver that. We're watching the replay of it now, and you maneuvered it well tonight. That was the move of the night that give you the position to win. Them two were battling it out all night. All three of you guys are battling it out all night, and it just seemed to work out in favor for you when them two got together. Them two race a little more aggressively than you do. You kind of sit and wait. I mean, you are aggressive in some areas, but you know, you've told me multiple times you're just going to let them play out and let them wreck themselves, and that's what happened tonight.
Yes, I mean, I felt kind of bad being a little bit aggressive at the beginning of the race, but I knew that Juan, Jose, and Eric, they were very fast, and I didn't want to give up more than I can afford. So I cannot afford to stay behind somebody for too long. Otherwise, there's no way I can catch those guys.
Yeah, and you are the biggest mover of the night. You gained 5 positions to take home the win tonight. So you are the biggest mover also. So good.
Well, I think that was a little bit of luck, to be honest. Like I think that was pure reflex, and because I didn't really have the time to think about it. Lap one, turn two, I was following Mason, if I'm not mistaken, and he break a little bit sooner than I was expecting, and I don't know how I managed to move on the left of him and don't no rear end him at all. So even when I passed, I was like, "Woof, that was close."
Yeah, yeah, it definitely was close. I'm really proud of you tonight. You put on a great showing for the fans tonight. And I know you got a few out there. What you got to say to them?
Well, I mean, I cannot think of anything right now. All I can say is thank you so much for tuning in. Please share, send a text message with the link of the Twitch account, and hopefully more people can watch this race
Yeah.
with us. So
Yep. Well,
All right, sounds good, JP. Again, congratulations, and we can't wait to see you next week on the track.
thank you guys for having me. Always good to check my workout for the day.
Absolutely. All right, we'll talk to you later.
You guys have a good night.
You too, buddy.
All right, let's see if we can get Eric down here.
I don't think
Eric,
he knows.
it's Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hey, loud and clear.
All right, well,
do you know you finished second?
Yeah, I found out afterwards.
I was shocked. We were over here questioning our officials. So
yeah.
Best pass I made all night.
yeah. So let's talk about the accident that took place going into the hairpin turn.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen. I don't. Yeah, no. So I was in his draft. My tires were chewed up, and I should have braked earlier, and I didn't. So I saw myself going into the back of him, so I yanked it over to the inside, hoping I had enough runoff, and I didn't. And I hit Jose, and I gave myself a meatball.
Oh, okay.
And I felt terrible about it. Like he was on the Discord chat, so I begged forgiveness.
Did he give it to you?
I think so.
Let's hope so. I don't see him up there anymore, so maybe.
Well, I mean, 2 weeks in a row, you're second place. I mean, mind you, it's better than a fifth place finish that we thought you had, or a fourth place finish that we thought you had. Sorry. Are you going to be coming out next week trying even harder just to get that, so that JP doesn't go 3 in a row?
JP has gotten incredibly lucky 2 weeks in a row. I mean, let's let's say it. That's exactly what it is.
I don't know. I mean, y'all two. So the incident that happened in the hairpin turn, that was nobody can be mad at each other. That was just true racing. truly true racing right there, and it just happened to collect you two, and JP took advantage of it. Do you think that you'll be more aware of that type of situation that when we go to the next track next week?
Yeah, I mean that I'm pretty good at not hitting people. Um, it was a combination of the hot track, my tires being just beat to hell. Next week, nobody's gonna have to worry about getting hit by somebody else. Pretty sure we're at Bathurst. They're gonna have to worry about the walls hitting them.
Next week we are at Mount Panorama.
Yeah, aka Bathurst, the
Okay.
mountain. Yeah, it's going down the mountain is
Is
pretty
that the
killer.
one in Australia?
Yeah,
I know exactly which one it is. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of wrecks out of that downhill stretch.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's a
Hey,
beautiful track. It's a big track. It's huge.
usually what happens is on the first lap somebody will wreck going up the hill, and because it's so skinny there, they'll end up being Austin Powers in between the walls and
Yep.
just hold everybody up.
Yep.
So
So
the trick
really,
is
it's
to
really you qualify
good.
well. Yep, you have to qualify well to get away from that.
Yeah, my problem is I'm only good in the BMW around there, and in this league, if you change cars, you get a penalty. So
Yep.
I drive the Audi. So guess I'm gonna have to learn that one there.
All right,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have. I know you told me last week what it was, but I'm gonna need your nickname again because I'm not 100% sure on it. Is it Eric the Mullet McCready or the Mullet Man McCready?
Mick Mullet,
Mick
and
Mullet.
yeah, it's another league I'm in. It's me and a bunch of English guys, and because I'm American, obviously I must have a mullet, or so they assume. So I just I just
Don't
own
you
it.
just love stereotypes?
Yeah, yeah. Those English, they're bad. You gotta watch out for them.
Just a little bit, but I mean, I love the name. I know I rocked a mullet back in 1998, so
What, when you were 5?
I was 8.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had one when I was like 5, 1990, with the rat tail.
Nice. All right. Well, Eric, you got anything to say to your fans tonight?
Pretty sure my dog isn't watching, so no, I'm good.
All right. Well, we appreciate you talking to us, and we can't wait to see you on the track next week.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you. Is Mike Ware available?
Yeah, we'll see if we can get him down here. Hi, Mike. This is Rob in the booth. How you got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. So, Jose had a drive-through penalty, so that means you end up in third. How do you feel about that?
Well, I was in third, and then, like everyone else, I cooked my tires, and then I was coming out of turn 2 there, and unfortunately, I gave up that spot to Eric because I just couldn't get any traction down.
Mhm.
And so I was actually really surprised when I came across the line and found that I was in third. So, yeah, it was a fun race, nonetheless. I had a really good battle with Mason there for a few laps.
Yeah, we watched it. That was actually the most second interesting battle we had tonight. The first one was being obviously first place with a 3-0 battle between JP, Eric, and Mike. But you guys were bringing up the rear. Very, very close battle there for the fourth position.
Yeah, before going into the pits, I knew I had similar pace to Mason, and so I decided if I want to be on a podium, I got to do it with strategy rather than just trying to push the car so much. And so, I knew I was trying to keep within the second half of Mason early in the race, and I was actually short shifting and just taking care of my tires. And I did that for probably about 8 laps, and then I saw Mason go in early, and as soon as he went in early, I pushed it. I'm like, okay, he was about 2.5 seconds ahead of me, and I pushed it hard, and I came out right behind him, and that's when the battle started. And I had a feeling when I came out that he's already cooked his tires, and so I was just waiting for him to make just a little bit of a mistake. I didn't want to risk hitting him or anything because I knew I wasn't going to catch the guys out front. So it was that's essentially how it worked out for me, and it ended up working out well because I talked to Mason afterwards, and he said, yeah, his tires were done fairly early in the race.
Yeah, and he also got above the rumble strips a few times too.
Yeah.
it may have not been well on the tires once they got heated up, So, yeah, but with that drive-through penalty, you are a podium spot tonight.
Yeah, it's shocking. Unfortunately, I could have been second if it wasn't for that little screw up I had. But other than that, I'm happy with third. This is a track that I'm decent at, not super strong at, but I do enjoy it, and I kept it clean. I think pretty much the whole race, so pays off in the end when you run clean.
Yep, that hairpin turn kind of got the hairpin turn kind of got a lot of people on the incident points tonight too.
Yeah, I had a couple off tracks coming out of that thing, but nothing more than that. I wasn't really rubbing anyone or anything like that. I didn't. The only time I was actually close to another car was Mason, and I had a lot of fun in that battle, and I was sweating like crazy because that was intense for a little while there. But it was good to get by him, and as soon as I got by him, I knew I was comfortable, and then I saw Eric coming up behind him, and I'm like, oh boy, he's quick, and I said as long as I'm about a second ahead of him before the last lap, and I should be able to hold him off. And unfortunately, I spun my tires coming out of the second corner there.
Yep.
Yeah. Next week we got Bathurst, and I'm really excited for that track. That is my favorite track.
Just avoid the downhill sections.
Oh no, I love that downhill section. It puts a smile on my face every time I'm going through it.
Now, have they updated it? It's still got the chicanes and stuff there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, that track is just heaven on earth to me in a GT3.
That track has ate me alive multiple times in Project Cars.
I've done that track. Oh, I bet you I've put a good 200 laps on that track, and it's just hands down my favorite track in all of racing. So I'm excited for next week. I've been eyeing it for weeks.
And there's also some fast areas too. There, after they come out of the downhill section, it's basically straight all the way till you get down to that final turn.
Yeah, anyone who's going to be racing next week, just a rule of thumb: if you don't know Bathurst very well, I don't care if you're faster than the guy in front of you. Do not pass in the uphill and downhill section. Just stay behind them.
Yeah.
Get a run and pass on the straights. You will not execute that pass.
We may actually see a full course caution if somebody gets piled in there.
Yeah, it might be possible. Someone gets across and they're sideways along the track. It's a big pileup, and it could be a lot of trouble. It should be exciting. Qualifying is the most important part next week, so hopefully I can put down a good lap next week qualifying.
All right, well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on third place. You had my pick for the night, so, I didn't curse you as I normally do to people.
Hey,
so,
JP won. I forgot. Yeah, my pick won. Yay.
So, do you have anything to say to your fans in closing?
Just my team is, we got a good Discord group going, the wrong stuff, and if anyone's interested in coming to a good racing community, you don't have to join the team, but we got a good race community with some interesting things going on there. So if you're interested, just look at the wrong stuff Discord and go from there.
All right, well, again, congratulations, and we can't wait to see you out on the track next week.
Yep, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well.
Wow. That was a race and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I truly was not expecting JP to get up there because Jose and Eric were fighting all night long. But I also called it. There's going to be an accident somewhere. And I didn't know where it was going to be at and who it was going to be between. I didn't know if it was going to be JP getting into the back of Eric and Jose, or if Jose was going to, spin it coming into the hairpin turn, trying to avoid Eric and all, I didn't know.
Yep.
But I did know that there was going to be something because they were battling strong all night long with seamlessly no issues, which usually when that happens, that means there's usually going to be an issue.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you push anything hard enough and it's bound to crack. So, I mean, when you get these tight races and, the guys are battling all night long, well, something's bound to happen. So,
yeah. Well, what are your final thoughts of the night, Rob?
Well, my final thoughts is, they were great racing. It was great racing tonight. And, I think we may have broken our curse a little bit because, I mean, normally when we pick somebody, something happens to them and they're in the back. Well, this week we picked somebody and they're in top 3. So, I mean, usually when we agree on somebody, they end up in top 3, but it's not usual for us to pick somebody and, they both end up in the top 3.
That's true.
So, So I think our curse is broken a little bit here. But you know, I'm excited for next week. I mean, you hear the drivers talking about it, and they're excited for next week.
Well,
So
and I've raced a lot of tracks in my days, whether it was on a video game or with an iRacing. I've raced a lot of tracks, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, as you heard me telling telling the last guy we talked to, I've raced that track. I know what he's talking about. That hill is a monster, and you might as well just pass on the downhill on the straightaways leading up to each. So the straightaway coming to the mountain and the straightaway leaving the mountain. That's perfect areas to pass.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really interesting to see how they do next week.
yeah, absolutely.
It will. That track is a monster, and we may see our first yellow flag of the evening, or of the season there. So
Well, it might just be. Who knows? I mean, only time will tell. And I just want to, start the closing off and saying, thank you to all our sponsors, for allowing us to bring this to you. JP Alfonso Studios and Admin Box are our main sponsors, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and bring you guys this content, and also Happy Hour Racing, because they're the league that we're racing with and we're broadcasting, and we'd like to thank them as well for bringing us on as broadcasters. I mean, it's a great opportunity, and I'm really excited to do this. So
yep, and Happy Hour is a league that is open to mostly everybody. If you're too good, and there is a cap on the I rating, you have to have 4,000 for oval and 3,500 for dirt. So if you don't have those, Happy Hour is a great place to come and learn how to race. If you're learning how to race, there's a bunch of guys here all through the licenses that we were talking about earlier today, and you can put in some good time here and put in some good races. We were rooting for our rookie of the night, which was Clay Christopherson. He ended up finishing 15th, but at one point he was in the top 10. So anything's possible with this league, and we just show you what type of racing that they put on. Mm-hmm. So that's what I have for closing. So
yeah, absolutely. And I know you're going on vacation. You're probably in vacation mode. You're ready to go. But
yeah, I went ahead and changed my to my Hawaiian shirt. So,
and I'll see everybody tomorrow at Bristol Motor Speedway for the next gen cars.
Oh,
and that's going to be a race and a half. Yeah,
bumping and banging, and they're doing I think 100 laps there. So.
I believe it's 150 laps. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the normal race is 500 laps, so
yeah,
it's going to be a good race. Do you know who your stand-in's going to be for me?
Currently not now. It's to be announced.
Good deal.
So.
Well, I hope that everybody has a good evening tonight, wherever you are in the world, whether you're here in your home, whether you're watching from the stadium at Hockenheimring. I think I said that right. Said it 3 or 4 times tonight. Most of these guys will have to fly on a plane and get back to the States. So, we hope their flights are well tonight and are a whole lot slower than what I had to get on to get here. So, well, guys, we love you. We want you to come back here tomorrow to hang out with Rob as he puts on the broadcast and shows you the action at Bristol tomorrow night. From everybody here at United Racing Network and Happy Hour Racing, we love you guys, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night. This broadcast is the property of the United Racing Network and Twitch.tv. All reproductions of this broadcast must be approved by the United Racing Network staff. United Racing Network does not claim any responsibility for mishaps that may occur while listening to this production. United Racing Network reserves the right to delete, mute, unpublish, and/or move streaming locations without notice. The opinions of the announcers are not influenced by sponsorship, league administration, or any other outside entities. Thank you.